Every year in the United States, hundreds of people are killed or injured in accidents involving red lights. It has become a real problem. People are often in a hurry and either ignore red lights or can become distracted by using cell phones or other electronic devices such as MP3 players.
Hi, I'm JC Olson. I'm at Southeast 19th and Telephone Road, one of the busiest intersections in the city of Moore. Also, one of the most dangerous. Thousands of cars pass through this intersection every day.
According to the Federal Highway Administration, in 2008, 762 people were killed, and an estimated 165,000 people were injured in accidents involving drivers who ran red lights. Sergeant Jeremy Lewis with the Moore Police Department says drivers don't always think about the consequences of running a red light.
There's several dangers in running a red light. The main danger, of course, is having a wreck, which, usually if we have wrecks that involve red lights, there's serious crashes, sometimes fatal crashes, but definitely a lot of injuries happen from people running red lights.
When you pull over red light offenders, what are some of the excuses?
We get all kinds of excuses. Probably the number one excuse would be that they thought the light was yellow or the light was still yellow, but if you go into an intersection and the light's yellow and it turns red while you're in the intersection, it doesn't matter if it was yellow or not. So that's probably the main excuse. Some people say they didn't see it or they didn't know they ran the red light, but the number one excuse is probably they thought it was yellow.
But now a new device may change the way all of us approach intersections, and especially red lights. It's called the Red Light Alert System, or RLIS. The small device attaches to a dashboard of a vehicle. When the driver approaches an intersection, information is transmitted from the signal light to the device to warn a driver when the light is about to turn red.
Warning, approaching red light, stop now.
A warning alert sounds followed by a message.
Warning, approaching red light, stop now.
While the RLIS will not physically stop the driver or vehicle from running a red light, it is a new tool that will help alert the driver if they are not paying close attention to their driving. Many cities across the country are installing red light cameras that snap a photo of a car that runs a red light and sends the driver a ticket. The city of Moore hasn't adopted that method.
It's very expensive to put the cameras up there, and there's still some legality issues of whether or not they can do that.
So instead of cities having to pay expensive costs with red light cameras, the RLIS will place the responsibility of stopping for red lights with the driver.
Approaching red light, stop now.
Initially, RLIS would need to be installed on vehicles for a small fee. Later, as the popularity of the device catches on, vehicles would be assembled with the RLIS.
I mean, it's definitely the number one cause of accidents, not just in the city of Moore, but all over the nation. So it's definitely a problem, and usually if someone runs a red light, it's a very bad crash.
A crash that could be avoided by installing a device in your car small enough to fit in the palm of your hand, but important enough to save lives.
Warning, approaching red light, stop now.
Reporting in Moore, JC Olson, Heritage Shells News.